Hiring a cheap agent is a massive tax on your final profit. A low fee is a warning sign. I will show you how to hire an agent who actually puts more money in your pocket, not less. When you decide to sell your home, it's likely one of the biggest financial moments of your life. You've spent years paying the mortgage, you've worked hard to build up the equity, but the moment you look for an agent, many people make that choice based on a small discount, without focusing on the final proceeds of the sale. In other words, what you keep. I see this happen all the time. A seller meets with 3 agents. 2 of them explain their marketing plan and strategy to get to the highest price. Then the 3rd agent walks in and says, I'll do the whole thing for a 1% fee. If an agent's willing to cut their fee the second they walk in the door, how do you think they're going to handle negotiating for you on your behalf? Hiring an agent just because they're cheap is the fastest way to lose money on your home sale. If an agent cannot defend their own fee when they meet you, they will never be able to defend your house price to a tough buyer. So in the end, instead of saving 1% on the fee, you're selling your house for 5% less than you would have if you'd gotten the proper marketing and the proper advice to begin with. We know this is true. You get what you pay for. So don't let a small savings on a fee cost you a major part of your house's value. Here's the part most people miss. A cheap agent is almost always a shortcut agent. In order to offer that low fee, they have to cut their costs way back. This means they're taking photos with their iPhone. They're definitely not doing any kind of staging. They're not preparing the rooms for those photos. And since they're not having photos taken with a professional, then you also don't have a video. It means they're not spending money on targeted Facebook ads to pull in the buyers from Toronto that are buying in the West GTA. Your first impression online is everything. Buyers are scrolling through quite literally hundreds of listings. If your home has dark, blurry photos and a boring description, they're not booking a showing. You've lost that buyer before they ever saw your house. When your agent isn't a strong negotiator, you lose money. It's as simple as that. In places like Hamilton and Burlington, a skilled real estate agent or broker like myself can get you $30,000 or $40,000 more just by doing the proper staging, the proper presentation, the best videos, and paid marketing. If you don't have those pieces on your side, you're in trouble. If you hire a discount agent, they're looking for the shortest path from A to B. You basically get a sign on the lawn and iPhone photos. And they're certainly not going to fight for that last $10,000 for you in a negotiation. That's only a couple dollars out of their pocket, but to you, it's a huge amount of money. So let's talk about that negotiation. This is where the real money is made or lost. When an offer comes in, you need an agent who knows how to play hardball. You need an agent who understands the psychology of the buyer. Imagine you're selling a detached house in Waterdown. A buyer makes an offer that is close to your price, but not quite there. A cheap agent will tell you to take it. They're going to say, that's the best you can do in this market. They want you to sign so they can move on. A professional agent like myself will push that buyer to the absolute limit. We are relentless. Reputation is everything in Ontario real estate. Top agents in Hamilton and Burlington, like me, we prefer to work with other full-time professionals because they know the paperwork's going to be correct and the deal's not going to fall through. If you hire a part-time or discount agent, you're signaling to the other side that you're not actually serious. You're making your house less attractive to the best buyers. When you hire the best, you get the best results. It's as simple as that. Now, this is the mistake I see most often. Sellers focus on the fee instead of the net proceeds of the sale, which is basically how much the seller keeps. The net is the amount that you keep in your bank account when the sale is over and you've paid your expenses. Stop looking at what an agent costs and look instead at the net proceeds of sale. How much are you selling it for and how much of that are you keeping? Real estate is about the final number you walk away with. If a professional agent gets you a higher price because of better presentation, better marketing, better photos, better video, they've effectively paid for themselves because your house is going to sell for more and it's going to sell faster. Focus on the result, not on the bill. The reality of the market that we're in 2026 is it is highly competitive. Buyers are incredibly picky. They expect perfection. A discount agent can't give you that. They're operating on a very small budget, while on the other hand, a full-time professional is not shy about spending their business capital promoting your house. You're hiring hiring someone that knows every single house that's sold in the last 6 months and exactly how to position your house as the best value in the neighborhood. Your home is your biggest asset. It's your retirement fund and it's your safety net. This is not the time to shop for a bargain. Hire the agent who has the best plan, the best marketing, and the most experience. A true professional will make you far more money than they cost you. And in my case, because I include staging, that's a $3,000 or $4,000 expense that you don't have to worry about because my business covers that. That's how confident I am that I'm going to get you more money and I'm going to get your house sold faster. If you're thinking about selling your home in Hamilton, Burlington, anywhere in the West GTA, get in touch with me today and don't let a low fee distract you from the goal. If you're serious about selling your house, watch my video on this next because this is going to save you a pile of money.